First, this is a DTU. Let's open this cover. After opening it, there are 4 connection terminals. This is the power supply 485A485B. This is the red dip switch, which is used to control the Modbus ID. Next, we will introduce the gateway. This is the Lora antenna. This is the 4G antenna. This is the interface for the SIM card. In addition to 4G, an Ethernet cable can also be connected. This is the power supply port, and the gateway's 485 interface. We are going to connect the wires now. This relatively long wire is the Lora antenna. The shorter and longer wires are the 4G antenna. In addition, a power cord is also provided. The power cord is connected in this way. Red is for power supply, and black is for ground. First, connect the power supply. Next, let's connect the Lora antenna. Then connect the 4G antenna. This is what it looks like after everything is connected as a whole. Now, let's talk about the wiring of the sensor. The sensor is directly connected to the DTU. However, since the DTU has only one RS485 interface, a deconcentrator is required to split it into multiple connections. Then, the blue wire is the 485A. Connect all the 485A together. The white wire is 485B. Connect all the 485B together. The black wire is GND. The red wire is 12 volts or 24 volts. Connect the black wires together. Finally, connect the red wires together. The connection of the sensors is completed. Now we need to connect the DTU and the sensors together. I'll use this wire for the demonstration. Connect the corresponding red wires and black wires together. The blue wire is for 485A. We'll use the green wire as a substitute for the white wire, which is 485B for now. I made a terminal at the other end of the white wire, from which 5 wires emerged, and then I extended them. As long as you connect the power supply and the 485 interface to the DTU, it will be okay. The leftmost one is red, which is 12 volts. The second one is black, which is the ground. The third one is 485A, which is blue. The fourth one is 485B, which is green. Check if the cable is loose. We will connect the external power supply and the external 485 to these 4 wires. Then, we connect the 485. This is 485A. This is 485B. The wiring connection between the sensor and the DTU is now completed. If you need to connect more sensors, you will either need a larger wire splitter or connect the wires of all the sensors together. The function of the splitter is to connect all the power supplies together, all the 485A wires together, and all the 485B wires together.